This man wanted to surprise his mother, but she never showed up. He suddenly realized something was wrong. It turned out his mother had just paid off her loan, but the bus fare had suddenly spiked from 1 hour to 2. She only had 1.5 hours left on her clock. In this future world, time is the only currency. Once your time runs out, you die instantly. Everyone stops aging at 25. As long as you have enough time, you can live forever. Watching her time slip away, the mother looked at the other passengers with pleading eyes, but no one was willing to help. She had no choice but to run home with everything she had. Finally, she saw her son sprinting toward her, but she only had 10 seconds left. Will ran with all his might, but just before he could transfer his time to her, her countdown hit 0. She died in his arms. After that, Will worked like a machine every day. Yet the time he earned was barely enough to last until the next morning. That was until one night, he met a man in a bar who possessed over a century of time. The man revealed a cruel truth to Will. Most of the world's time is controlled by the wealthy. They constantly hike prices in poor districts, so that time only flows among the rich. The poor toil desperately just to sustain the lives of the elite. The man asked him, "If you had as much time as I do, what would you do?" Will looked at the meager time he had left and said, "I wouldn't waste a single second." The next morning, Will was shocked to find he suddenly had an extra 100 years. The man had given all his time to Will and waited quietly for his own countdown to end. But this sudden wealth brought little joy. It couldn't bring his mother back. Driven by revenge, Will spent 1 year of his time to buy a car and broke into the wealthy district. Entering a casino, Will engaged in time gambling with the rich. He went all in, betting almost every second he had. With extraordinary courage and a stroke of luck, he won 13 centuries. But this was only the beginning. As the rules are shattered, the balance of the entire world is set to collapse following his ultimate gamble.